Good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, April 9th. This is our regular Board of Supervisors meeting for the County of Lake, and we will start this meeting with a moment of silence. I know that we had a loss locally in the city of Clear Lake from one of the co-owners of Ness Jewelry. And that was Karen Ness. She had been a longtime business owner, a longtime community member who provided quite a bit in fundraising and being a part of the community. It is unfortunate when we lose those members, but we hope that they've inspired others in our community to continue the work that they have done. And if we can please stand and have a moment of silence. Supervisor Pyska, would you please lead us in the pledge?
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Moving on to item number 4, extra items not on the posted agenda. Are there any extra items? And looking at CAO Parker.
There are no extra items.
Right. Any board members with extra items? All right. Nothing to add. So we'll move on to item number 5, approval of the consent agenda. Are there any items any board members wishes to pull? We will go ahead and pull item 5.5. I believe that will be moved to our April 16th meeting. So we will not bring that one back for today. Any others? All right, let's open it up for the public. If you're in Zoom, please use the raise hand icon to pull an item. I do see a hand. Donna Makowitz, would you like to pull an item from the consent agenda? Your hand went down. Let's still check and make sure that might have been a public comment rather than a consent, but let's check in.
Yes, it was my error. I jumped the gun for public comment.
Okay, we'll get to you. Thank you. Anybody in the chamber wish to pull an item? And seeing none, let's go ahead and bring that back to the board for action.
Mr. Chair, I'll move to approve consent agenda items 5.1 through 5.4, 5.6, and through 5.9.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Let's go ahead and move on to our 9:02 a.m. item, public input. And I believe we already have one in the Zoom room, so let's go ahead and start with Donna Makowitz.
Good morning, Board. Donna Makowitz, appointed advisor for General Area Plan Advisor representing the environment. And 2 quick comments, questions to consider. I was disappointed technical difficulties could not be fixed for the Zoom last night for the Western Region Town Hall for Upper Lake Nice area, and wondered if this was rescheduled or a recording would be available online, and would input from the community still be accepted, and how to submit. And I hope the Shoreline Communities Central Regional Town Hall tonight has audio and visual. And I see Maria. Good morning. Thank you for letting me comment.
And Director Turner, if you wanted to provide a response, please, if we can keep it short so we don't get engaged in a discussion.
Yes, thank you. We were unable to stream or participate with an active Zoom meeting yesterday due to connectivity issues. It was recorded and shall be uploaded as soon as it becomes available. In the future, with our future local area plan meetings, we know that we may also encounter internet connectivity difficulties. And so we strongly encourage everyone to participate in person because we want to make sure we get all of your information. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director Turner. Any other public comments? Seeing none in the chamber and none in the Zoom room, we'll go ahead and close public comment and move on to our 9:03 a.m. item, Pet of the Week, and we have Officer Murray. And we're going for 3 in a row for weeks that dogs get adopted, correct?
Yes, that is correct. Come here. Sit.
Good morning. My name is Officer Murray. Today I have with me River. She's a 3-year-old Rottweiler mix. She's a very, very sweet girl. She does well with other dogs of all sizes. She knows her basic commands, sit and shake. She's really good at shake, especially if you have a treat. And she wants nothing more than to be in a comfortable home with a couch to lay on. So if you'd like to come down and meet River in person, we are located at 4949 Hellbush Drive, and our phone number is 707-263-0278. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Officer Murray. River looks very sweet. We're going to move on to our 6.3904 a.m. item, new and noteworthy at the library, and we have Christopher Veach, our librarian.
Thank you so much for giving me just a few minutes to talk about what's new and noteworthy at the library. I'm Christopher Veach, the county librarian. I'm going to share my background here. So this month, I wanted to highlight a new novel, Wandering Stars by Tommy Orange. Tommy Orange is a California novelist from Oakland. His first book, There, received the 2019 American Book Award, and Orange is a citizen of the Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes of Oklahoma. His new novel, Wandering Stars, traces the legacy of the Sand Creek Massacre of 1864 and the Carlisle Industrial Indian Schools through to the present day. And Jonathan Escoffery from the New York Times writes, Orange's ability to highlight the contradictory forces that coexist within friendships, familial relationships, and the characters themselves who contend with holding private and public identities make Wandering Stars a towering achievement. And Wandering Stars by Tommy Orange is very popular in our library, with over 300 people waiting for the 90 copies we have available in print and ebook and audiobook. So you can request Wandering Stars or other titles through our online library catalog, which has the combined resources of Lake, Sonoma, and Mendocino County library systems. And requesting items is completely free to library patrons, and items are sent to your local branch for you to pick up. I also want to highlight that this week is National Library Week. National Library Week is a celebration in the United States started by the American Library Association. And I just want to invite everyone to join us in celebrating libraries by visiting your local library branch or the bookmobile. And you can check out our library collections of books, DVDs, and audiobooks, but also discover all of our other offerings, such as local history, events for children and adults, our library of things, and more. And today, specifically for National Library Week, is Library Worker Appreciation Day. And I just want to say thank you to all the library staff and volunteers for all the work they do every day at the library. And then talking about some of those events at our library, to celebrate Earth Day this month, we also have an exciting event coming up on April 20th called Wild Things. It's presented with funding from the Friends of the Lake County Library. And Wild Things is a program from the Conservation Ambassadors where you can meet live animals from 5 different continents and hear their extraordinary personal stories. The event will be Saturday, April 20th at Lakeport Library at 11 a.m. and then again the same day at Redbud Library at 1 p.m. Space is limited and reservations for each person attending are required. So please call Lakeport or Redbud Library to reserve your spot. And then you can find information about our events and resources on our website at library.lakecountyca.gov or come visit your local library branch in Lakeport, Clear Lake, Middletown, Upper Lake, or on the bookmobile. And thanks again for listening to what's new and noteworthy at the library.
Thank you so much, Christopher. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
We're going to move on to our 7.2 item, consideration of amendment number 2, the agreement between the County of Lake and Community Behavioral Health for specialty mental health services in the amount of $3.2 million for fiscal years 23-24, 24-25, and 25-26. And we have Director Jones with us.
Yes, good morning. Thank you, Mr. Chair. This item had previously gone to your board, and I'm sorry, I'm remiss, I don't remember the date. When it was presented to your board, it had an error in the recitals, which did not correctly reflect the increase from the previous original contract. So this present amendment corrects that error in recitals. And it should be noted that this is included in our projections to finish out the fiscal year. This is our at least top 2 most expensive contracted provider, but they provide all of our psychiatry services. So as your board may be aware, that's psychiatry is expensive. So again, this is all part of our projections. It doesn't change anything for us budgetarily and is only meant to correct that error in recitals.
Thank you very much for that. Are there any comments or questions? I do want to do one quick fix on the last whereas on the Second Amendment. It starts out with the contract must be amended a 3rd time to correct an error. That should be a 2nd time.
That's correct, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
And other than that, everything else clears up the previous stuff. Are there any further questions, comments? And let's open it up for the public. Any comments? Anyone wish to speak on this item? Okay, let's go ahead and bring it back to the board. And real quick, before we go into the action, this only provides a 23-24 budget. We should be seeing a 24-25 budget to, again, provide us the scope of the service and the details of how the money will be spent for next year.
Yes, your board will be seeing a lot of contracts for 24-25 here soon.
Thank you very much. Looking for action.
Oh, I thought public input you did already?
Yeah.
Okay.
This day is going to fly.
Okay, so I'll motion to approve amendment number 2 to the agreement between the County of Lake and Community Behavioral Health for specialty mental health services in the amount of $3,200,000 for fiscal years 2023, 2024, 25, and 26.
As amended.
And,
As
Mr. Chair,
amended.
if I may.
As amended.
And authorize the board chair to sign.
Authorize the chair to sign.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. And we're going to move on to item 7.3, consideration of the following appointments to the Child Care Planning and Development Council and changes to membership assignments. We have some change seat assignments that are being requested by the Child Care Planning, and also some renewal and additional council or members to the council. Any questions, comments? I don't believe that we have anybody on here where we have to choose. Everyone has a spot as it's detailed in the memo. So if there's no comments or questions, then I'll open up for the public. Anyone wish to speak on these appointments? Seeing none in the Zoom room and none in the chamber, I'll bring it back to the board.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve for the Child Care Planning Commission, Gina Lyle Griffin, Shawnee Egger, April Straight, Raj Samra.
Second.
Do we need to add the changes to the seat, or is that a separate one? Is that B? Yeah, that's B, sorry. We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And then, Mr. Chair, I move to approve recommended changes to the membership seats.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And let's go ahead and do calendars. Who would like to start?
I'll start. So tomorrow, North Shore Fire meeting at 2 p.m., 7th Street Fire Station. Thursday, Lake County Solid Waste Task Force meeting. I think there's another meeting. I think it has to do with clean water. Or I do know that I have the federal or Farm, Ranch, and Rural Committee ad hoc meeting on Thursday as well. Friday's Potter Valley Project meeting, and then Monday with the CAO. Back here Tuesday for the board meeting.
Thank you very much. Supervisor Pyska?
Yes. Scheduling a meeting with Senator McGuire's office at some point tomorrow. I also have, I'll attend the CSAC Rural Caucus. I have my NACO EELU meeting. There's also an NCO CWMP meeting. Hopefully I can make all of those work. Thursday, the Fire Safe Council And then Resilient Counties Advisory Council Committee. That's NACO. And then Friday, I will be at Middletown High School for Career Day. And Monday, I have I have my meeting with CAO Parker, Risk Reduction Authority, and then the Riviera Plan kickoff meeting, and then back on Tuesday.
Thank you very much. Supervisor Simon.
LTA meeting tomorrow, LTA and APC meeting tomorrow. Also in the evening, it's the kickoff for the Lower Lake Action Committee Group Area Plan. And then Thursday, Middletown Area Town Hall, that kickoff too. So both those meetings happening this week. Don't have anything on Friday besides CAO in the morning, checking in again. And then Monday, Risk Reduction Authority. And then back here for the board meeting.
All right, thank you very much. So same as Supervisor Simon, APC LTA tomorrow morning. I am meeting with our COC team to discuss, we found some issue, not within the PIC count, but within the HIC count, which is those that have been sheltered using the programs created through the COC. We want to make sure that we provide the right numbers for the best outcomes financially to be able to keep supporting and providing services. Meeting with our food policy ad hoc as we finalize our strategic plan to bring back to the main food policy. Then the next day, starting off with the PIC count, meeting with the Canocti Gardens team. I also have Lake County Solid Waste Task Force. Then I have Spring Clean Water Program, and at the end of the day, there is a Yuba Community College District meeting. I'll be doing that over Zoom since it will not be located in Lake County. Then starting Friday off with an in-person meeting regarding Lake Pillsbury. I believe we're meeting with our assembly member that day.
Right.
We have, I might take part in a 90-day dash meeting regarding CHNA and trying to move the needle on that. And then at the end of the day, I have Food Policy Council and possibly a meeting to figure out what our discussions will be with Senator McGuire in the following week. Looks like the weekend's clear, and then on Monday, just checking in with CAO Parker as I prepare for our Tuesday meeting. That's it for my calendar, and I believe that we have done all of the items on our agenda for open session. 5.5 will be on 4/16, and that leaves us with closed session. And so we will be taking a break and coming back to closed session at 11 a.m. 8.1, public employee appointment pursuant to Government Code Section 54957B, interviews for Social Services Director, appointment of Social Services Director. 8.2, public employee appointment pursuant to Government Code Section 54957B, interviews for Water Resources Director, appointment of Water Resources Director. And with that, we will conclude our open session, and thank you for joining us.